Welcome, Aquarius, to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? Today's your love reading on Twin Flames or wherever you are in love. And thank you for subscribing. For those who are returning, for those who've just arrived, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. We do lots of different readings on relationships. And recently I started doing the energy forecasts. And by the way, we just had a wonderful parade of planets, including the Moon, Jupiter, and Venus. So this is a divine stage for energy that is in now, right? It started August 16th, just before the sunrise. And what's happening is that it reveals the truth in relationships, the deceit in relationships, and the love, openings, closures, everything that was going on in the portal of the Lion's Gate when it was a full moon, bringing up all the issues or anything that we needed to look at, to process and to let go of or to heal right now. And that's because retrograde, Mercury was in retrograde. Now Mercury is going forward, so it opens up space for us. So you may have moments where you're having a conversation with someone that you've been with, and all of a sudden you realize that there's nothing there anymore. It's run its course. Let's just say that it's run its course. And so there could be some closure, some endings, subtle endings without unspoken goodbyes, anything that is very, very kind of like was ready to go. All right. And it just went. Know that this is happening for you. The universe is creating space for better things. So anything that's leaving, you're going to have better things coming. Okay, believe me, trust the universe, trust the process, trust the journey. Everything that is opening up now is opening up space for new blessings, for new things that are wonderful and that are meaningful. We learn from everything that we do. So know that any ending or closure is happening for you, okay? And you're gaining far more greater than what you are losing. So it might bring a little bit of mix of emotions, getting a little upset, feeling lonely, sad, but ultimately it's going to create great blessings for you and for me and for us. We're all in it together, all right? So the question is this: will me, continue to love from the wounds of the past or from the wisdom of self-love we've gained from this process, okay? And know that this planet of parades is going to be continuing with other lineups till the full moon, I believe, in Virgo at the end of the month. And who knows what else is coming, right? It's a wonderful world we live in here. So let's begin with your reading, Aquarius, and see where you are. I think you were letting go in the other reading. I think there was a meaningful reason to let go. So let's see what's going on. I like to continue the readings as they progress, because sometimes they do fall into a lineup where things are happening, and it's nice to see and to be with, to catch up with. So let's see what is going on with Aquarius in the Twin Flame Confessions. It's time, Aquarius. So perhaps you have stepped away. Perhaps last week's reading did give you a little bit of information on stepping away. So here, this little cherub here is saying it's time. Divine intervention is here. No more running. Let's see what's going on. Let's put out some more cards and we'll find out for you, Aquarius. Let's keep going here. So I hope you've all been well. And, well, it's been a very dark day here down south. We've had so many thunderstorms, and it's dark, and Mother Nature's doing her thing, and I love the energy. It's really spectacular. But here we go for Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. So we have Judgment, okay? That's coming out right away, right out of the box. So I feel that whatever has happened last week, there some kind of divine intervention. There could be a renewal of love. Something has opened up to renew the love, to renew the relationship. And any past actions that might have happened or or occurred are being mended. Let's see, no more stepping away, Aquarius. Let's see. So here we go. We have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Death card. Okay. So right now, what I'm seeing here is that something has happened where there's a new magnetism in this romance that you might have had recently, that might have been on a rocky road, and you might have stepped away, stepped back in, doing the step in, step out kind of dance. And so I feel that something has happened where there's this renewal, and sometimes this energy, like I said, does that. It creates, it reveals the deceit, the truth in relationships, and anything that is having to create a shift. So I believe you're in a shift here. Something happened, and there's a new romance in your heart on this relationship, this magnetism, and it's going through a transition. It's going through a transition. So whatever it was before, it has changed, okay? And let's keep going on and see what else is coming in on this new shift that you're in, Aquarius, on this relationship. One moment. Here we go. So we have the Nine of Cups. Very nice. There's always room for happiness, right? And wishes coming true. So perhaps this divine intervention is definitely here with us. And then we have the Three of Wands. Look at her, how she looks up at the sky, almost being like grateful and wondering what other good thing could happen next in this upcoming renewal, right? So it's the next stage in love. That's what I feel it is for you, Aquarius, the next stage in love. And then we have the Empress. What a beautiful energy to have in this reading. The Empress is divine feminine, and we all have feminine and masculine energies. Remember, we keep them in balance. We're not always feminine, we're not always masculine, but maybe we are sometimes because we have to be. There's always specific energies that are needed for specific situations and things that we need to do in life. Our jobs especially, right? Whatever job we have, sometimes we have to have that strong masculine energy to run a business, to run an office, to keep people in line, to make sure we get the job done correctly, right? So anyway, this Empress energy is the vibration of love. You definitely have arrived. You have this renewal of love right now. Whatever you were stepping away from, something has changed. You have changed. The shift has happened for you. I'm really happy this week's readings are coming out so different than last week. So here we go for Aquarius. What else can we find here? We have the Four of Swords. So there's some little rest time here, continuing healing. You're both, whoever it is, you're both doing some, healing and maybe giving some each other alone time. Like whatever happened came back, and like, oh wow, we're back again. All right, let's rest now. Let's stay in touch and let's meet maybe next week. Maybe we'll have dinner. Maybe we'll call each other tomorrow. Whatever. But right now, it feels like whatever's gone on, there's been a relief. There has definitely been a release as well, and healing right now is needed to continue the process, okay, of this relationship. So here we go. What else? Then we have taming hunger, but someone says, no, don't want to wait too long. Don't wait too long for me. I can't resist you. I've waited long enough. I think that's a fun thing to have, in a relationship, when you're like, you can't wait to see them again, and you're trying to resist temptation because you have work to do, you have laundry to do, you have all kinds of things to do, and yet your mind is preoccupied with them, right? So that's a good thing. And then here we go, we have the Queen of Wands. Yes, so this is a sensual and a sexual appeal type of relationship. You both have that for each other. I love the way the cards have come out, showing me that whatever you tried to step away from, you were trying to step away, but you step back in, and there's kind of this renewal of this relationship that's going through a transition. There's more magnetism, because when you clean the slate, when you clean things that needed to be said or needed to be revealed, it opens the door, it opens the space for new love, for new happiness, new wishes. The vibration of love is here in your reading, Aquarius. Wonderful news for me. So I'm not even going to go to the Scarlet because I don't see anything going wrong here. I think everything is moving in the right direction. All right, so let's pull some angel number for you and see what is going on here that we can add to this reading that will give kind of an edge to it. All right, so let's see. What is it? Get over here. 111. Honesty is the answer. Life goals, mission, sense of self, important projects. So 111 to me is about you, Aquarius. There's something that happened here, some kind of truth, in the relationship. Something came out and opened it up and created this space. And that's what this energy is about right now in the Planet of Parades. So here we go. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes and what you want right now to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career, your love life, or business is a priority right now. So that's great news for you, Aquarius. So let's go. Let's see what the Whispers of Love want to add to this reading for you. As an addition, what else do the angels of love, the Whispers of Love, want to say to Aquarius? It says, miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. Miracles and blessings for you. Miracles and blessings for you, Aquarius. Wonderful reading. I'm so happy that we were able to get this out today. Hope to see you again soon. And those of you who haven't subscribed, please do. The best of love to all of you, Aquarians. Bye-bye now.